My weird way of manifesting, you really have to embrace that weird side of yourself if you want to start manifesting, and stop comparing yourself to others, because you have a very unique way that you manifest that nobody else does. Now in this video, I'm gonna break down how I manifest. It's a very kind of, unique method. It's weird, honestly. I'm just gonna confess that right now. It's something you probably never heard about, and this is what I call thought labeling. It's honestly an ancient yogic method that I just kind of, translated a little bit and made my own, and I'll break it down for you. So, you all know what meditation is about, right? This is about really getting into that witness mode, right? The observer, they call it. And this is witnessing your thoughts, not being a victim to your thoughts. Most people get, meditation mixed up. They think it's all about like not thinking whatsoever, like emptying your mind and, having no thoughts. And that's quite the opposite. It's about having, conscious thoughts, right? Productive thoughts that are, healing, that are guiding you into something, longing and fulfilling to your life. Not something that's over and over repetitive and negative and judging. That negative part of ourselves, that overactive mind is always there. I'm an overthinker. I know you are too. We're all overthinkers. We all have that, rat race and that monkey mind. So here's what we need to do. Here's how you really manifest. Now, what I do, again, this is called thought labeling. So what you do is one by one, as those thoughts come in, the more calm that you can get, the more you can get into that Zen state, the more effective this technique will work. And here's what you do. You label each and every thought as they arise, okay? And 9 times out of 10, you're right, the majority of them are negative. So what you do, here's the perfect affirmation. What you say is, this is no longer serving me. All right. Now, again, those negative thoughts are going to come up. Let's say you got through you just went through a breakup. There's a trauma there. You're really emotionally vulnerable, and you want to get back to that Zen state. You want to start manifesting your soulmate. You want to start manifesting, some real positive things into your life. So, what you need to do, again, when that emotion, when that thought form comes up, you need to label it, put it in that file cabinet, right? That says, this is no longer serving me. We are transitioning from the mind being that servant, right? You want the mind to be your servant, not the master. So we're transitioning from letting the mind be your master in life to that servant. So let's flip the switch here, okay? That's what a lot of this is all coming down to, is, are you meditating effectively, right? Remember, that's a technique. If you're not getting the results through that technique, and getting the clarity and getting the productiveness, not getting caught in the rat race, not being busy all the time, not being caught in the ego. I'm talking about being productive, that fulfilling thing on that deep soul level. Now, again, my technique is a little weird. One by one, thought labeling, this is going to come up. Right now, here's where the weird part comes in. Now, what I do, right, once you get all the negative stuff out, right, you have to replace that with something positive. The subconscious mind is ruling everything. Like, over and over again, this is ruling your reality. Okay, so I'm kind of like a nerd. I'm a geek. I love like Lord of the Rings. I love Hobbit. I love like just that fantasy world where it's like the magic and the essence. So what I do is I'll geek out on that stuff. Honestly, I just watched Harry Potter. Like a marathon of Harry Potter, all 8 movies, just all of them. I want to put that in my consciousness. Something magical, something that brings that creative side out of me a little bit more, right? And what I do in order to manifest, honestly, I channel that energy and I use those visualizations. Okay. So the point I'm getting to, right, is you have to use what works for you. And don't get caught up, in like the 3-6-9 method or, visualization or scripting or things like that, because it might not work for you. So try something new and use your highest desire, your highest passion, right? When I'm watching those Harry Potter movies, it's like, time stands still. I'm really caught up in the magic and the fun and the joy that really brings me back to childhood, and just, where that magic is still alive in all of us, that inner child energy, and that's what you're activating through, manifestation. That's what you're getting out of all of this. It's not something that you can do, through just by yourself, right? We got to go to Hogwarts, right? We got to learn that magic. We got to learn how to, get the most out of these techniques, right? So I hope this helps everybody. this is something fun that you have to bring that playful energy into, you know, that inner child energy that will really help lighten up your manifestation process and take the ego out of the situation, like the seriousness, right? Where you're just like, oh man, I want this, but it's not coming into my life. And you just get caught up in expectations over and over again, right? And again, it's those repetitive thoughts, those overthinking mind that's ruling all of us. We need to switch that mind from the master into the servant, and that's when manifestation becomes very easy. In fact, it's effortless because you just stay into that childlike energy, and everything before you becomes this playground where you can just like sculpt and create this beautiful reality, and it's effortless past that point. So thank you, all of you. I hope you learned something in this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this real? Is there, you know, what's your fantasy all about? What are you doing in your imagination? What are you doing in that creative space? I would love to hear a little bit about your technique or just something that you do to help you manifest. Let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate all the inner circle members. I would not be here without you. I love you guys. Honestly, I love each and every one of you. You are beautiful souls. Keep up that work. Keep up that inner child energy. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.